It's Wednesday, October 25th. My name is Rich, and this is your 5-Minute Fix. Welcome to the 5-Minute Fix, where we take stories about pretty much anything from pretty much anywhere, try to give it to you in 5 minutes or less. Today, wild things in the skies, let me tell you. An Alaska Airlines pilot was just charged with 83 counts of attempted murder for trying to bring down a plane midair. Let's read. Crazed pilot Joseph Emerson said he took magic mushrooms before trying to down flight, per the federales. I don't know if anybody would really suggest taking mushrooms before a flight, but with that, there's a lot more to go with it in this story. The out-of-control airline pilot who tried to take down an Alaskan Airlines flight midair told cops he had taken magic mushrooms before the flight. It emerged Tuesday. Joseph Emerson, 44, an off-duty commercial airline pilot, went off the rails while sitting in the cockpit jump seat of a flight between Everett, Washington and San Francisco on Sunday, trying to cut the fuel to the engines before he had to be held down by crew members. Even while restrained, Emerson tried to open the emergency doors of the Alaskan Airlines flight, which was being operated by Horizon Air, as the pilots frantically guided the aircraft to the ground. When later interviewed by police, he said he had a nervous breakdown after not sleeping for 40 hours and taking psychedelic mushrooms for the first time. Yo. Okay. Anybody who has taken mushrooms will tell you the first time you do it, you want to make sure you're in a quiet place with people you trust, just in case something goes crazy. This man's didn't sleep for 40 hours and decided to hit some mushrooms. Is he out of his mind? I think he's out of his mind. I didn't feel okay. It seemed like the pilots weren't paying attention to what was going on. They didn't. It didn't seem right, Emerson told police, according to an affidavit obtained by the Post. You need to cuff me right now or it's going to be bad, he told a flight attendant after getting booted from the cockpit. The affidavit said, I messed everything up, Emerson told the crew member, adding that he tried to kill everybody. Ooh-wee. Yo, you don't want to say that. Although the affidavit doesn't state whether Emerson was under the influence of mushrooms while on the plane, he later added, I pulled both emergency shutoff handles because I thought I was dreaming and I just want to wake up. This must have been the most vivid dream of this man's life. Like, are you kidding me? After the plane carrying 83 people made a successful emergency landing in Portland, Oregon, the married father of 2 was taken into custody and booked at the Multnomah County Detention Center. I'm admitting to what I did, Emerson told cops in Portland, the affidavit said. I'm not fighting any charges you want to bring against me, guys. On Tuesday, the feds added their own charge and hit him with 1 count of interfering with flight crew members and attendants. Emerson also appeared in Oregon State Court on Tuesday afternoon, where he pleaded not guilty to 83 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of endangering an aircraft, all felony charges. He was also slapped with 83 misdemeanor counts of reckless endangerment, to which he also pleaded not guilty. Emerson told investigators he became depressed 6 months earlier. The pilot's neighbors in Pleasant Hill, California, where Emerson has lived with his wife and kids for about 5 years, called the incident uncharacteristic of the suburban dad. When I heard about the incident, my initial response was that he was having some kind of psychological issue, because it's not at all normal for him, next door neighbor Karen Yee told the Post. They are a great family and I just feel bad for them, he said. I just can't imagine him doing what he was doing. The whole neighborhood is in total shock because he's loved by everybody. Okay, Karen. The plane's 2 pilots told federal investigators that they were having a casual conversation with Emerson when he reached for the red handles that activate the emergency fire suppression system, which would have cut off the fuel supply feeding the jet engines. The pilots later told police they had zero indication that Emerson was going to fly off the handle. After a 30-second scuffle, they kicked him out of the cockpit, locked the door, and notified the flight attendants that he was losing it. He was placed in wrist restraints near the back of the plane and then had to be held down again when he lunged for the emergency doors. Although all passengers on the aircraft were safe, they were shaken up by the bizarre incident. The flight attendant got back to the speaker and said, plain and simple, he had a mental breakdown. Passenger Aubrey Gavello told ABC News this week, we needed to get him off the plane immediately. The incident also played out in dramatic air traffic control chatter. Yeah, let's listen to this audio real quick. It's probably wild.
Okay, I'll just give you a heads up. We've got the guy that tried to shut the engines down out of the cockpit, and he doesn't sound like he's causing any issue in the back right now. I think he's the dude. Other than that, yeah, we want law enforcement as soon as we get on the ground and park. The threat is now in the back of the airplane, so we're reduced on the threat level. We're going to check in with the flight attendant to make sure everything is running smoothly, but it seems like he settled down as soon as he, after the one moment of going a little bit overboard, we put him back. So it escalated to a 4 for his event, but he's out of the cockpit now. He's handcuffed and he's in an aft back jump seat when law enforcement arrives. And right now he's staying calm.
Was that a robot at the end of that or what? So that's pretty much that. I guess in a sense, it's a developing story. You know, he told them he wasn't going to fight any charges, but then obviously I'm sure his lawyer told him, you are not pleading guilty to any of these charges. You have to plead not guilty or you're just going to screw yourself over. So what do you think? What kind of feelings would you have if you're on a plane witnessing this guy get kicked out of the cockpit and then having to be restrained after trying to pull the emergency exit doors open? I mean, I definitely would be asking questions. I'm sure there were some hysterical people on the flight, as there's always hysterical people on airplanes. So I imagine it would have been quite the sight to see. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. My name is Rich, and this has been your 5-Minute Fix.